but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers and Jordan hair, this matchup has had it all. A live look between the hedges, Sanford Stadium and Athens. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bulldogs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. The Bulldogs pulled one out of the fire and beat Auburn in a close one the last time these two met.
Yeah, it was a really good one in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. We've seen so many great games in this matchup, and that was one of them. But Georgia came.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, the 20, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Auburn Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give on the counter. There he goes. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. On first and 10 from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. There's a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Brown wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but...
Makes the grab in their space. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. Auburn lines up quickly.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
On third down, here's Frazier. Picks up the first down. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for room. It's Phillips. Shoots his way for more. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's got him. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Secures it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
here on the Bulldogs sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Rush is on him. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Brown will throw it. Bringing the heat. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already.
He's loose. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff, Frazier running left. Finding some room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access or he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw into.
Going long. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
To the air, it's Stockton. He tries to take the top off. And they say this is a game of inches, just a few more inches in the field of play, and it would have been a big gain. Instead, it's incomplete. On third down, here's Frazier. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Finds his man. It's Frazier. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Dogs will hustle to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Fires toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Dogs!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Tigers sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Takes the easy completion. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Cobb. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
The short hands, it's Singleton. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running.
Caught, and he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Going to the run, it's Cobb. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Brown will throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front.
Turning it on! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
The Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Humphries. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line, making side adjustments here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, but man, they got to do something about it.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
The sure hands. It's Nimrod. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Could be an alley. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense wants to bring the heat. Off play action on first down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead.
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff for Frazier. Makes it past the marker. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Georgia going up tempo.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get one.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
From the red zone, it's Phillips. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking to get it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. That's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready.
Makes the grab right down the middle. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build on.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Humphries. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Dogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To give, running right, it's Frazier. Got enough for the 1st. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Auburn sideline, there are some really good things happening. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Give to the back. Maybe a crease. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it for us here.